Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You already know what time it is, baby. Welcome to another episode of Therapy with your girl, Phoenix Stone, baby. Come on in the room, baby. And if you're not, that's okay. Maybe you'll tune in later, honey. Come on in, baby. I got a hair flat in my face like this. Get this money, come on and get this. Yes, come on, Mimi, baby. Yes. Yes, come on in, ladies and gentlemen. So last week I was in Detroit. We're going to talk about what happened when I came back after that later on. Yeah. So anyway, as the Saturday afternoon, I believe it's afternoon, it should be. Yep, afternoon. And welcome to another episode of Therapy, episode 8 of season 6. Like the season flew by so fast. So fast. That's because I got a lot of good things going on right now. So I'm glad this one is out the way so we can get to next season, because next season will be even better. Some guests coming in, a new studio, a whole bunch of good stuff going on. So, let's get into it. Okay, so originally when I wrote this show, which I'm still gonna keep it like this, I dedicated this show to Gladys, the Empress of Soul, Gladys Knight, because a lot of times we don't acknowledge or don't say things about like people until they're gone. Then we want to dedicate and we want to remember them and all that good stuff. But what about when they're still living? So they said that she's not doing well. They don't know what might happen. But we're gonna keep her in our prayers. But I want to dedicate this show to her, Gladys Knight, the Empress Gladys Knight, honey. The Empress of Soul, Gladys Knight. It's keeping her lifted. And just to say, how much we love her, So with that being said, also, okay, well, I go back into that when I go down for that. Girl, why is that popping up? Okay. So we're gonna get into some birthdays first, as always. We want to say happy birthday to Michael Jordan, to Carisha Shields. Happy birthday to the GOAT of basketball, Michael Jordan. Happy birthday to Clifton Powell. Happy birthday to Chicago's celebrating her birthday on this week, Veronica Devereaux. We want to say happy birthday to, who is that to me? Hey, darling. We want to say happy birthday to the grandmother herself, Miss Medea, a.k.a. Tyler Perry. His birthday was on this week also. We want to say happy birthday to O'Shea Jackson Jr., which is the son of Ice Cube. We want to say happy birthday to Forrest Whitaker. We want to say happy birthday to Krishan Rock. We want to say happy birthday to Richard Gere, Elise Demetria Neal. She played on Not My Wife and Kids. What's Not My Wife and Kids? All of Us, I believe, as the mother. Yeah, as the mother. And we want to say happy birthday to Jamal Swanson, a.k.a. Damon from Pose. We want to say happy birthday to, trying to get all this together. We want to say happy birthday to Jeremy Suarez, who played on the Bernie Mac show as Jordan. We want to say happy birthday to Who else is this? Mike Epps' daughter, Indiana. She turned 5 on this week. We want to say happy birthday to Vanessa Williams, the first Black Miss America. We want to say happy birthday to Bianca Lawson. We want to say happy heavenly birthday to Quincy Jones. This week would have been his 81st birthday, I believe. He said, or 90. Yeah, it would have been his birthday this week. I want to say happy birthday to him. Now, in news that I just got last night before the show, after the show was written, we want to say R.I.P. to George Foreman, who passed away on yesterday at the age of 76. We're keeping his family in our prayers and keeping them lifted at this time, as always. You're in the Therapy's family's prayers. So we want to say that. Absolutely. Then we want to say celebrity news. I have a lot to run down at the end. We want to say celebrity news. We want to say congratulations to Jonathan Major and Megan Good, who eloped, tied the knot on Monday in their house, in their home. His mother conducted the service. She performed the service. She's a minister's pastor from Houston, so she conducted the service. We want to say, okay, let's jump into Alicia Garcelle, honey. Okay, so Miss Tiana Taylor, I talked about Tiana Taylor a long time. So Tiana Taylor hopped on live this week and told us about, like, people think she, got a lot of stuff out of this divorce. She was like, I think I got all these cars and these houses and all this and that. She said the houses were acquired when they were married. Some of them were bought when they were married. Some of them were bought when they were not together. The cars, they were bought when they were not together. She said, so it's not like she's getting anything but what she walked into the marriage with. And like he's not leaving with anything but he walked into the marriage with. So she wanted to, that's what she said this week. Then we want to also talk about, let me see. Yeah, that was that, because I'm going off the riff. I'm keeping this so I stay on topic. Oh, yes, the Braxtons, baby. So we're going to get into that. As we know, Tamar Braxton celebrated her birthday this week. And at her birthday party, which was sickening, she had her friends. And so Tony and her happened to have had a conversation that hit the internet, which she was saying, Tony was like, well, how are you? Where are you? And she was like, I'm in Atlanta. So are you in Atlanta? And she was like, no, I'm in LA, hanging with the friends. Nobody called me, wished me happy birthday. Nobody talks to me until we start filming. So I just don't want to be bothered with you all, at this time. And so, Tony was like, well, okay, well, I get that. I love you as your big sister. I love you and happy birthday to you. And, the way she found out that she was blocked off of Instagram, she was like, she wanted to post a picture that she had took, and she couldn't get into it because she was blocked. She was like, girl, why would you block me? Sister, why would you block me? She's like, well, girl, I'm living my life. I'm being fabulous. I'm celebrating with my friends. I'm hanging out with people. I'm celebrating with people who celebrate me. So she was like, well, I'm not, just trying to interrupt your life. I just want to tell you happy birthday. And I love you as your big sister and miss you. And now you can put me back on block. So that we can continue the relationship that we have. But I wish they would save all this drama for the series, because I want to see what's going to happen on the Braxton Family Values when it comes back. They said it's already started taping. So I'm guessing all of this is going to be on the show, possibly. And Tawanda also tied the knot this week to her fiance. They have been dating for 9 years, and now he went on ahead and popped the question. So they got married on today. So we want to say congratulations to her and her husband. Then we want to say, let me see. I wrote that down off memory base. That's amazing. I don't know why all these girls keep calling me today, honey, while I'm doing this. Okay, anyway. So let me move on, honey, before I get another phone call. So then we know Lakeisha Scott. She has been going back and forth with Escape about like drama and stuff about supposedly her husband stole some money from them when they was a group, and then she having battles with her. Who is this? She having battles with her sister, and it was just a whole bunch of stuff going on. And then now, she was in a recent interview, and she was saying that Mama Joyce, which is Candy's mama, had called her, and Candy was like, "Girl, my mama ain't call you about that. Girl, she don't even feel you like that. Girl, she did not call you. And girl, keep her name out your mouth. How about that?" And then she was saying, also Katie was also saying, like, in this interview, she was saying, they was asking her about like what Tamar Braxton had said about her restaurant, about nobody goes to Oleg Gang because it's nasty. Now, I ain't saying, I've never been. I've been to Atlanta twice. I'm going to Atlanta. This will be my third time going to Atlanta. And I heard it was not the best food, so I didn't go. I heard the early price, the service is slow, and the food is not so great. I don't know because I've never been. So maybe one day when I go down, I can see for myself what's going on there. Okay. Earlier, I was also so I know Candy is no longer a housewife, but she is of the Housewife franchise. So getting into that, I've been watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I can say this season is nasty. I love all the girls who they got on there. I love the drama that they have going. Popped off sickening. I know Phaedra is supposed to be coming on the end of this season, so I definitely wait to see what she comes in, what curveball she throws. And then as of late, Nene Leakes and Anderson Cooper have reconciled their relationship, and she will be joining the cast on season 17. So I can't wait to see her come back in and shake stuff up, especially with the new girls that they got. There's a few of them there. I'm like, girl, why are you on here? But that's that. So we can't wait to see her back again, giving us all that drama on the Housewives. Okay. Then let me go down to this, because I'm almost done. So I gotta get into what I gotta talk about, what's going on with me. Okay, so as you all may know, Wendy Williams was going through all this drama where they had her in a conservatorship and all these things, and then they took her to the hospital, found out she was competent. She can still do for herself. She's okay. She's fine. Last week she left the facility with her niece. Her niece came and picked her up, and they got to hang out for a little bit. And on this week, the judge granted her granted her that she could leave the facility for good. She can move into her own condo, and she can have control over her own finances. So yay for Wendy, getting back to just living life, and hopefully one day we can see her back on TV as she was, or like a talk show or a radio show or something. Giving us the tea and the juicy gossip as she used to. What's going on here? Yay, I'm done. Almost done. So I can talk about the last thing. I don't need to tell you for that. So the last thing I wanted to talk about was, I have no wine. Y'all don't let me run this whole thing with no wine. What is wrong with you good people? So anyway, I can't go get it now. I will. It's halfway over anyway. So let me sit on back, honey, so I can get ready to tell y'all the rest of this tea. So this week on The Breakfast Club, Jess Hilarious came out and said, Jess Hilarious was saying that she was having a problem because this new host that they brought in while she was gone. I should turn that down a little bit. The new host that they brought in while she was gone, Lauren, she was doing a great job. She did a great job while she was gone on maternity leave. And she said when she came back, it's just like they were trying to get rid of her and give Lauren the spotlight instead of her, because she had to tell a few times, girl, shut up before I, mess you up. And she was like, well, girl, it didn't. I kept telling the girl, be quiet. And be quiet. And she was like, but she was saying, but she wasn't receiving what I was saying. So she was like a big thing. So she went to Instagram live and she was saying, you know, like it seems to be a really big problem. I can see why. I got the other girl that left. Angela Yee. She said, I can see why Angela Yee left because this is like high school. You know, all the backstabbing and shit talking and all the other good stuff. You know, the stuff they do to put people down. She said, I can see why she left. She said, so I probably am going to end up leaving soon myself. Then her and Charlamagne had a conversation on the Breakfast Club, and he was like, you know, why would you do that? I told you just be quiet because it won't be long until we handle it. We just got her on here for a minute. After we introduce you and get you back in, we were going to put you in officially. And just like, well, I'm not really hearing it, but just in case, this is why I'm airing out my grievances now so that if something should go left, that it won't be like I didn't warn anybody or didn't say anything. So I can understand that absolutely. That's why I do my show by myself. So I ain't got no opinions of nobody, you know, who can overthrow the queen. So anyway, so then on top of that, let's get into this little piece of gossip, the last piece, which is Monique, who we ain't talked about in forever. So Monique, last week Tyler Perry he paid for Angie Stone's funeral. And he also spoke. He gave a very beautiful eulogy. He paid for both funerals. And he gave a very beautiful eulogy. And he was saying how he was so mad with Hollywood for for the music industry for not giving her flowers and not giving her the money that she was supposed to have and not treating her like she was supposed to be treated, overlooking her talent, things like that. So Monique say, I read the letter yesterday that Monique had wrote to him, and it wasn't a bad letter. I thought she had cussed him out or something. The way that he was making it seem like she had, you know, just really said something. But she did not. So what happened in the letter, she was just simply saying, like, you know, well, I thought it was moving the tribute that you gave to her. I thought it was a beautiful tribute that you gave to her. But the things that you were saying, such as you don't think that you thought she was mistreated, but you blacklisted me because I wouldn't go promote Precious. And because of me not promoting Precious, you said that was difficult to work with. And you had in fact never worked with me. The project was already done when you came aboard with Oprah. And because I wouldn't go do what y'all wanted me to go do, y'all, you know, blackball me from Hollywood. And she was saying, well, I don't feel that that's fair. And now all of a sudden that you want to, because this lady is gone, you want to say that what they did to her wasn't right, but you did the exact same thing. I'm just summing up what the letter said because we ain't got all day. And so I could understand where she was coming from, and I could understand what she was saying. So I don't feel there was nothing against it. And she was saying, well, I don't necessarily wish you harm or wish you close it out saying, you know, from me and Sydney, we don't wish you fail, we wish you well. And it's an apology that you said you were going to give me in 2016 that I have yet to receive. And you're here, you know, saying all these things, wonderful things about this lady, but what about me? What about my feelings? Love me? Precious, get to it. So that's the wrap up for that. Good afternoon, darling. Okay, so now we're going to get into Detroit. So I had a great time. Matter of fact, you just text me, David. Vanessa just text me. She texted me last week and she told me that she would like me to come back down to Detroit for August to hang out and stuff and come do a show again. And I would love to come down there and do for your show on August the 9th. I believe it is. So, August the 9th, I already booked my hotel and everything. So I'll be coming back again to serve as usual, driving and doing all the things down the road as I did last time. I'm so parched. I'm so parched. Pause. Let me, because I can just do this. Okay, see, because you know, mother is not to be played with, honey. I had my little wine sitting over there on the side, honey. So I just, you know, in true diva fashion, go get my little bottle. It's not so lady like, just, you know, to get me unparched. This is Arbor Mist. Same bottle of Arbor Mist I had last week that I bought from Detroit. So, as I said, I'll be going back to Detroit again. So I went to Detroit. I came back. I rode back. It was a fun ride, a fun road trip for me to take with my son as we got back. Saturdays for me are hump day because I don't get a hump day like everybody else on Wednesday because I'm at work humping papers and doing group and stuff. So I didn't really get to have a hump day. So usually my hump days are on Saturday. That's my time when I, have my fun with the boys and all the other good stuff. So I come, do the show, come in and talk to y'all, get ready for Sunday. Whatever I do, that's just how my Saturday is. Saturday coming back in, I told my sons, this guy I was had been talking to all weekend. I said, well, we'll meet when I get back from Detroit. I said, okay, we're going to meet. And so he texted me and he was telling me the person who I was with, I'm no longer with anymore. I just want to focus on you now. I just want to focus on me and you doing something, getting together, building something, whatever. So I'm, all the good lies people tell you. So I say, well, girl, okay, cool. He said, let's go. When you get back, call me when you get back. I got back. We unpacked. We got everything together. Me and my son sat around, had cocktails, talked for a little minute. He left to go see the river dyed green. St. Patrick's Day. So I have on this St. Patrick's Day. I forgot that last week when I did it. St. Patrick's Day was Monday anyway. He left. I stayed. I called, oh my God, Marley, stop it. Marley, shit. So then when everything got done, I went back, I laid down, I said, talking to him, periodically texting. And so he called me, he said, you come get me, over here at this address, come pick me up. I said, sure, I'll come. Went and picked him up. We went and got, some beverage, some food things, all that good stuff. And I said, okay, girl, we talking and went back out, got some more cocktails, came back to the house. We just enjoyed each other, having a really good time. I want to say with this, because I've learned a lot of lessons this week. And with this, I want to say this lesson. Be careful saying to people or telling people the things that you have or the things that you're expecting in life or the blessings that you have coming in life, because people will prey on you because of what you have or what you don't have or what you may have in the future. People will prey on you. There are sick, sadistic people out there who will prey on you. And now I'm going to tell the rest of the story. So, with that said, came back to the house. We hung out. We talked. Of course, we had a session. At grown folks, we had a session. And after the session, I'm a big cuddler. I love to cuddle. Cuddle me, love me, whatever. And we wrapped up in the bed. And I'm laying on the chest and we talking, just about just life in general. I'm drunk. I dozed off. 1:00 I woke up and every light in my house was on. I'm like, girl, what the hell? I ain't turning the lights off. Usually when I'm drunk, I do that. So I said, okay, girl, well, maybe it's just me being drunk. And I said, girl, I look for him and he's laying by the bed and not in the bed. I said, okay, girl, well, he's there. I can go back to sleep. Went back to sleep, woke up at 5. And I was like, girl, if he was in the bathroom, I said maybe he went in the front to go sleep. I don't know. So I get up and I come in the front to look and see if he sleeps. He's not in the bathroom. I come in the front, see if he sleeps. He's not in the front sleep. Get up and start looking around for my belongings. My keys are gone. My purse is gone. The door is open. What the hell? So I look down and I look for my car and my car is gone. So he had jacked me for my car. So I said, okay, what do I do? Call the police and I said, I need to file a report about a missing vehicle, She gave me a number and she said, you call them in 15 minutes and they will handle your whatever you need handled. Okay, so I called my friend, one of my friends, Will. Y'all know Will. He's a friend to the show. He actually is the one who bought me my wine last time, which I don't have him now to bring me my wine. So I drink out the bottle like an old slut. So, with that said, so I called Will, we talked, and he said, well, James is, y'all know that's my real name. We're not going to play with it. He said, you need to call police, and I told him, so they gave me a number to call. I said, call in 15 minutes. He said, call now. I called. I filed the report. I'm now, the funny thing, I can laugh now. The funny part about this is that talking on the phone with the lady, which was hilarious. I'm telling her, like, I met this guy. We was chilling. He stole my car. And I was telling her how we met. She's like, girl, he is really bold to do that to you. I say, well, girl, life. And so we talked and we kind of kiki. She kind of made me feel a lot better. Getting into this next part, I'm going to show y'all my religious side, my take it to Jesus side. So, I was just trying to move that. Okay. Okay. So anyway, back to that. So, checking my grinder, honey. I have a date later on today. So I was talking to her, whatever. I filed a report. I laid down and I prayed. I said, God, please let them find my car. Please let them find my car. I said, God, please let them find my car. Please let them find my car. And I'm praying. I'm like, God, I'm sorry. That I wasn't receptive, that I didn't do this, that I didn't do that I should have put up my stuff. I should have did this. I should have got it strong. So I'm all these things in my mind. And I'm laying down. As I'm laying down, and I started to close my eyes and go to sleep. I said, how can I sleep? And my whole vehicle is running the city of Chicago somewhere. I don't know where it's at. So I'm texting the guy, and I'm like, can you please bring back my car? Can you please bring back my car? And he's not responding. He's not saying anything. I said, okay, cool. I go to sleep. I wake up. I watch a movie. I go back to sleep. I called, and I said, listen, I said, have you guys found my car? They gave me a number to call back. I called. I said, have you guys found my car? I said, no, we have not found it. As soon as we call it, we will call. As soon as we find it, we'll call you and let you know. I lay back down and said, God, I said, please let them find my car. Let it be in one piece. Let nothing be missing. So I'm just praying. Okay. Woke back up 10:45. I'm laying there. I'm like, girl, I can't believe they ain't called me yet about this car. I said, okay, God. I said, God, and you'll bring it back to me when it's time for it to come back to me. So I roll over, and I'm going to get ready to go to sleep. As I get ready to go to sleep again, my phone rung. Picked up the phone. Hello, is this blah, 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 blah. I say, yes, it is. I say, okay, we have good news. We found your car on this address. I'm not saying the address because the address that they found it out is actually where I'm going to get ready to move. And it's in the parking lot of the building I'm going to get ready to move into. And I got up, I put on my stuff, and I'm running down. I had no bus because again stole all of my money and everything. So I only had this $5 bill I had in my pocket. And so it's $5 and $1 bill I had in my pocket. So I'm walking down Stony Island to get to 79th to take the bus down 79th. And get to my car, and my car is sitting there. And she said, okay, listen, well, we're going to have it towed because you don't have a key, blah, 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 blah. Eventually, I end up getting a tow truck to come tow my vehicle to my house. I told them to put it in the back of my alley, and it has been sitting there. I ordered a key, ended up ordering a key off Amazon. That key came, the key did not work. The key didn't work. And I'm yelling, yeah, I'm finna get my car, I'm finna start driving, this, that, third. And the key didn't work. So I was like, girl, well, it don't work. So I ended up having to get a loan from somebody, and they came out and yesterday gave me a new key. That was a whole nother different story. They came, first people that came couldn't, they couldn't make the key that fit my car. And then the guy, when I came back, downstairs, he told me, we'll go upstairs and hang out for a minute and then come back down. I should have it ready. Came upstairs. I watched Raising Kanan, which is my I love that show. I watched Raising Kanan. I come back down and I'm watching the guy. He had I guess they call it a gripper or opener or whatever in my car. He's opening the door. He opened the door and he's playing with the ignition, trying to get the key to go into the ignition. It wouldn't. I said, okay, well, that's that. So he turned around and he said, listen, the key I made opens the door. Because you see, I opened the door, so I opened the door with this key, but it doesn't fit the ignition. So that means it's two different keys. One different key for the door, different key for the ignition. Okay, sir, I watched you clearly open the door. So you trying to get me, girl. Okay, I'm not going to play with you. Girl, I'm not going to play with you. So he ended up saying, well, I can't do nothing with this, so I'm going to leave. So he left. I called my dealership. My dealership say, the person who called, did you, is that the person who I told you to call? I said, no, it's not. This is being hard-headed. Obedience better than sacrifice. So, this is me being hard-headed. So he say, listen, call the number that I gave you. He said, tell them because they know exactly what to do. Long story short, I called them. They gave me a price. They said 6 o'clock they would be here. They came at 6 o'clock. The guy told me 20 minutes we'll have you back on the road. Little Felipe and his cousin while we're trying to throw the Venezuelans out and send the Mexicans back home. Let's keep them here because, baby, they came in and in 20 minutes they did their thing. They had me a new key. It don't have the fog on it, so I can't, beep and stuff and lock it, whatever. I have to lock my car manually. I have to unlock it manually, whatever. So with all that saying, so that is the drama of what I had to say. But what I want us to do, black man, single black woman, is I want us to start being more cautious about the people that we pick up, the people that we date, the people that we meet. I want us, in all safety, I want us to be cautious about how we move through life more, because that's what this taught me. The lessons taught me so many lessons. Be cautious in life about the people that you meet. When you're on a date or first date, don't tell them everything. Don't even tell them everything on a second date. Wait till we've been dating for a while. Once I know you for a few months, before you even, and I know you, I know your personality, I know how you are. So I even invite you into my domain. That's one. Two, then when I invite you in my domain, I'm still not telling you everything I have. When you see everything in my house, you'll be like, oh, this is nice, da 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 da. Yeah, this is that. Being cautious to say, even when you meet somebody, telling them what you do for a living, what kind of job you have. So now my thing is, when I meet somebody, and they're like, what do where do you work? A job. How much do you make? Money. What's the pay? Good enough to sustain me in life. That's all they need to know. Yeah, just being cautious in the way. My next is probably next is fake. And being cautious to how we handle people, how we address people, the things that we do, the things that we don't do when we're dating is very important. Let's keep that in mind when we're dating. I do thank God for giving me back my vehicle. Now I can run the city again like I was, with a little bit more wisdom of what to do and what not to do. Making sure that I'm listening to the little voice in the back of my mind, because that ain't nothing but, God above telling me don't do this, don't do that. As I was telling my son far earlier, had I listened to that little voice that told me, girl, just invite you one of your old regulars over, because I know them and I know what they're going to do and what they're not going to do. Most of them, drop off the stuff and leave. So they don't stay and spend the night. And I do have some that do spend the night. But when they spend the night, they go to sleep and they don't ramble. So making sure that you keep your familiars close to you, the people that you know close to you. No new friends. My new thing now is no new friends, no new extras, no new whatever. We meet is what we meet. If you ain't got nowhere to go, as far as the house, for us to, go have fun, then girl, I'm not coming, no bringing nobody back here, and I don't know you. If I know you, that's a different story. But if I don't, girl, you stay where you at. That's that. That's that for that whole thing. My last thing I want to talk about, and I think I've talked about this before on the show. We have people, I'm not going to say we because I'm not included in that, but we have and I used to be, we have a strong thing of waiting on people to do for us. We have friends, sometimes we end up home, you end up home, I'm saying, okay, so I'm going to use I statements. I want to be like, well, who's we? So, like, if a situation may happen, we end up homeless, or we end up jobless, or we end up this, or we end up that, and we rely on our friends to carry the brunt of the load. Girl, can I come move in with you? Friend, can I come move in with you? This, that, and the third. Things get tangled. Maybe we may end up in a sleeping with situation, because I ain't got no job, I ain't got no money, so I'm sleeping with you. So that's the way that I'm telling you that I'm thanking you for staying with you and for being able to be with you. Then I'm going to make false promises. We can be together, we can not be together, whatever. But I want to stay on your good side so that I can continue to use you and get from the tree what I need from the tree. That's sad. And a lot of the time when we do that and you let people use you. And then you tell them, listen, girlfriend, you've been on my couch for a year. Or girl, you've been on my couch for a month. And I really, really, need my privacy back. I want to be by myself. I want to walk around my house naked. I want to bring boys over and let them do nasty things to me. And I can't do that with you, every time I walk out the door or I bring company out the door and you land on the couch watching Family Guy or watching Berry Tales or whatever you watching. And you waving and smiling, you're an attractive person. My friends that I find you attractive, they say things, whatever. And now you all over their job. And I'm just like, okay, I'm going into too much. But anyway, be careful the people who you let in, because when you let people in and they use you, or they're used to using you, or used to getting from you, and you cut off the switch and you say, girl, I'm no longer, okay, listen, you need to go get your own job. You need to go get your own this, you need to get your own that, go your own that. You can't get mad with nobody for that, because girl, I've let you sit off the loaf long enough. You have to go about your business, sit about the bottle long enough. It's time for you to get your own. Anything that I have or that I've worked for in life, you too can get it. Through prayer, supplication, fasting, getting up, going out looking for a job, getting up, going out looking for work, not giving yourself excuses, not giving yourself an excuse. Because if you're able working body, as the government calls it, able working body, that's what they told me when they cut off food stamps. I was an able working body. I could go get my own. I now have gotten my own. Now I have my own. So we're saying that we have to sometimes understand boundaries, how not to let people come in. I think I say this almost every week. Not to let people come in and take advantage or misuse what we have, because everything that we have, everything that you have in this life is a blessing from the man above. And he gave it to you for you to sustain you, to make sure that you have enough in life, to make sure that you can live the life that he wants you to live. Or whatever. I'm not trying to preach or get into no, Bible study or whatever, but I'm just saying in general in life. And you can't talk about life without talking about God, or without talking, because he's everything. He's the reason why we live, breathe, exist, period. So, just be cautious of how you handle your blessings, and don't mishandle your blessings, because when you mishandle your blessings, just like he gave it, he'll take it away. So we just want to be careful in the things that we do, the way we live our life from day to day. I think I'm done rambling. I've had a wonderful time. I'm gonna go drink my wine and peace and lay across my bed and finish watching TV or a soap opera for the day. And I guess with that said, as I say every week, say the beautiful, wonderful person that you are. Stay beautiful. And as I always say at the end of every show, peace to you. All right, love you, baby. Mwah.